Clint Eastwood was born on May 31, 1930, in San Francisco, California, to Clinton Eastwood Sr. and Ruth Margaret Runner. Growing up during the Great Depression, Eastwood's early life was shaped by hardship, as his family moved frequently in search of better opportunities. This instability exposed him to various environments, fostering a resilient and adaptable character. He spent much of his childhood in towns like Sacramento, Oakland, and Piedmont. Despite the constant relocations, Eastwood found a deep connection with nature, spending his free time exploring the outdoors. His love for rugged individualism would later become a hallmark of the characters he portrayed on screen. In school, Eastwood struggled with academics and discipline, often clashing with the traditional educational system. However, his athletic abilities, especially in swimming and basketball, gave him a sense of achievement and self-confidence during his teenage years. Military service and turning points. Clint Eastwood's life took a pivotal turn in 1951 when he was drafted into the U.S. Army during the Korean War. Stationed at Fort Ord in California, Eastwood served as a swimming instructor and lifeguard. One of the most defining moments of his early life occurred when he survived a plane crash in the Pacific Ocean. Swimming over 2 miles to safety, Eastwood displayed extraordinary physical endurance and mental strength. This harrowing experience helped shape the stoic and resilient traits that would later become iconic in his film roles. After his service, Eastwood returned to California, now with a renewed sense of purpose and a determination to pursue acting. Although he had no formal acting training, he decided to try his luck in Hollywood, where his rugged good looks and undeniable screen presence would open doors for him in the entertainment industry. The struggles and early Hollywood career. Eastwood's path to stardom was not an easy one. He faced many challenges as he tried to break into the entertainment industry. Early in his career, Eastwood took on minor roles in low-budget films and TV shows, often facing rejection and criticism. Despite these setbacks, his perseverance paid off when he signed a contract with Universal Pictures in 1954. This contract gave him the opportunity to work in television, where his rugged, no-nonsense persona began to take shape. In 1959, Eastwood was cast as Rowdy Yates in the popular TV series Rawhide, which ran from 1959 to 1965. The role introduced him to a wide audience and established him as a tough, reliable leading man. His portrayal of Rowdy Yates helped Eastwood solidify his place in Hollywood, laying the foundation for his later success in film. Breakthrough with the Dollars trilogy, Eastwood's career reached international heights when he collaborated with Italian director Sergio Leone in the Dollars trilogy. This series of spaghetti westerns began with A Fistful of Dollars, 1964, followed by For a Few Dollars More, 1965, and The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, 1966. The trilogy redefined the Western genre, and Eastwood's portrayal of the iconic man with no name cemented his reputation as one of Hollywood's most memorable stars. With his stoic demeanor, piercing gaze, and minimalist style, Eastwood revolutionized the Western, making it grittier and more complex. These films not only brought him fame in the United States, but also introduced him to audiences around the world, establishing him as an international star. Eastwood's portrayal of the lone cowboy became one of the most enduring images in American cinema, setting the stage for his long and varied career. From westerns to iconic roles, after the success of the Dollars trilogy, Clint Eastwood continued to dominate the western genre with films like Hang 'em High, 1968, and High Plains Drifter, 1973. However, his career began to shift in the early 1970s, when he took on a new and challenging role as the tough, morally ambiguous cop, Harry Callahan, in the film Dirty Harry, 1971. Directed by Don Siegel, Dirty Harry became a cultural phenomenon, introducing the iconic line, "Do you feel lucky, punk?" The film's gritty portrayal of law enforcement resonated with audiences and solidified Eastwood's image as a versatile actor capable of playing more complex, morally conflicted characters. With this role, Eastwood proved that he could successfully transition from the Western genre to portray modern-day anti-heroes, further enhancing his range as an actor. The outlaw Josie Wales and transition to directing Clint Eastwood's career took another transformative step when he starred in and directed The Outlaw Josie Wales, 1976. The film, set during the American Civil War, was both a critical and commercial success. Eastwood's performance as the vengeful outlaw was praised, but his directorial efforts also garnered significant attention. Josie Wales showcased Eastwood's growing ability behind the camera, marking the beginning of a dual career as both actor and director. This success set the stage for more directorial projects, as Eastwood increasingly took on films that allowed him to shape the narratives and characters on screen. His ability to direct and star in his films would become a hallmark of his later career, allowing him to bring his own unique vision to the stories he told. Unforgiven, a career-defining masterpiece. In 1992, Clint Eastwood reached a career pinnacle with the film Unforgiven. Directed by and starring Eastwood, Unforgiven was a powerful reimagining of the Western genre. The film, which explored themes of redemption, morality, and the consequences of violence, was a critical triumph. Unforgiven won 4 Academy Awards, including Best Picture and Best Director for Eastwood. The film's success not only solidified Eastwood's status as one of the greatest directors of his generation, but also marked a reflective return to the genre that made him famous. Unforgiven is widely regarded as one of the greatest westerns ever made, and it allowed Eastwood to bring a more nuanced and reflective perspective to the classic tales of the Old West. A legacy of emotional and powerful filmmaking. In the following decades, Clint Eastwood's career as a director continued to flourish. He demonstrated a remarkable ability to tell emotionally powerful stories across a range of genres. Mystic River, 2003, a gripping crime drama, earned 6 Academy Award nominations, winning 2, including Best Actor for Sean Penn. In 2004, Eastwood directed Million Dollar Baby, a poignant story about a female boxer and her coach, which went on to win 4 Academy Awards, including Best Picture, Best Director, and Best Actress for Hilary Swank. These films showcased Eastwood's ability to craft emotionally compelling narratives and draw extraordinary performances from his actors. His work as a director proved that he was not only a master of the action genre, but also a filmmaker capable of handling complex dramatic material with grace and sensitivity. The later years, Gran Torino and American Sniper. In the later stages of his career, Clint Eastwood continued to explore complex characters and timely social issues. In 2008, he directed and starred in Gran Torino, a film that resonated with audiences for its exploration of redemption, racial tensions, and the power of personal transformation. His portrayal of the grizzled Korean War veteran Walt Kowalski was widely praised, with many considering it one of his most memorable performances. In 2014, Eastwood directed American Sniper, a biographical film about Navy SEAL Chris Kyle. The film was both a critical and commercial success, becoming one of the highest-grossing films of the year. American Sniper further cemented Eastwood's legacy as a filmmaker who could tackle complex issues such as war, sacrifice, and heroism. Clint Eastwood's legacy and continuing influence. Clint Eastwood's contributions to the film industry go far beyond his acting. With a career spanning over 6 decades, he has left an indelible mark on both the Western genre and the broader landscape of Hollywood. His versatile acting, groundbreaking directorial efforts, and commitment to realism have earned him a reputation as one of the most respected figures in the industry. Even in his later years, Eastwood continues to challenge himself, directing his 40th film, Juror No. 2, which was announced in 2023 and is currently in post-production. Clint Eastwood's influence on Hollywood remains strong, and his legacy as a filmmaker, actor, and cultural icon endures for future generations.